Good morning, guys. I think I'm coming down with a little cold. Bear with me 2 seconds here as we get other things going. Hope everybody is having a great morning. It is Tuesday, and today is the Fearless Morning Show. So today is Take Action Tuesday. And so me and Lynn, Lynn is traveling this morning, so she may join us and she may not. But either way, I have all the information you need for your Take Action Tuesday today. I hope everybody got something out of yesterday's show. And let me know what you guys think about the morning show, if there's something we can add. And if you want to be part of, like I said, we'll do a quote of the day, and we will do a fearless moment of the day. So if you've done any of our suggestions since we started on last Thursday and they have been working out for you and you would like to be featured, you can just send me or Lynn a message on Facebook and let us know, and we will make sure to share it on the next day. Okay? So the quote for today is, hey Lynn. Lynn is joining us. All right, there she goes. Hold on one second. I think he add Lynn. Too late. I was getting you mistake.
Girl, I am trying my best. Wait a minute.
Well, Lynn is joining us. She's traveling this morning.
Right.
So I'm going to read the quote, Lynn, and then you want to speak about it after I read it?
Sure, absolutely. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, guys.
Welcome to the morning show. All right, so this quote Lynn found, and let me tell you, it's awesome. And I have to read it slowly just so that you can get the full effect of what it says. Our greatest fear should not be failure, but succeeding at things in life that do not matter. And that comes from Francis Chan. Our greatest fear should not be failure, but succeeding at things in life that do not matter. Miss Lynn, you want to tell us about that?
Yes, ma'am, I really do, because this really hit home with me, because I think about all of the things that we do in our life, even as early as high school, right? All the organizations we try to be in, all the clubs we want to join, want to be in band, we want to play this sport, we want to do all of these things. We want to be involved, we want to be the master, we want to be, just in charge of all these things. And at the end of the day, though, guys, when we think about it, not only do we do it in high school, we do it in college, we do it in life, we do it at work, we do it with our, whomever. And what really matters most is, if you think about it, who remembers all that stuff?
Right.
No one really remembers all of that except for you, right? You remember those things because you did it, but it didn't, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter that much to people. It doesn't matter to people. What really matters, of course, is your family, your faith first and foremost, and then, of course, your family. So making sure that we are prioritizing things in the appropriate manner and not just trying to master all of these different things, right? Not trying to be all things to everybody. And I hate to borrow from the superwoman cliche, but I'm not your superwoman, right? Y'all need to take on that concept. But yeah, that's the reason I love that quote, and I'm thankful for that. I have it up on my wall, and I look at it every day. I keep it as a reminder for myself, so that I know that I need to focus on what matters most. Not all of this meaningless, trivial pursuits that we have in our lives, but just focusing on what's key. Don't miss out on those key opportunities in your life, especially. And for me, I'm talking to myself again, y'all. I'm always talking to myself. I love my little one. I love the fact that I have a child, and I do not want to miss out on him growing up. So taking advantage of all of those different opportunities, and just being fearless in everything else that I do, as far as my priorities are concerned. I'm sorry, JoJo, I went a little long on that, but
That's okay.
Quote of the day.
It's a great quote, and I think we just need to keep him. We like you said, we focus so hard on other things, succeeding at things that don't matter, that are not going to add value to our life, that sometimes we have to stop and take account of what are we really, really, really doing, and does it really matter? If you stop doing that one thing today that you're trying so hard to succeed at, is it going to make a difference in your life if you stop? And if it's not, life is going to go on, then you might want to pick something else to focus on. So
Absolutely.
our fearless moment of the day is, and back in March, I think everybody saw this, of the little girl that they put up in front of the big bull on Wall Street. And I just love that little girl. I call her the girl with the bull, because when she's staring at it, you see her strength, her assertion of I'm not leaving, I'm not going to quit. And so today we are talking about what are some things what is your bull that you're going to stare down today? What are you going to look in the face today, assert yourself, and refuse to quit? You know, Lena's going to talk about it in your finances, and I'm going to talk about it in your life. What since it's Take Action Tuesday, and you're the little girl facing that bull, what are you staring down today? What one action are you going to take this morning that's going to assert your strength, make you sure that you are ready for that change that we talked about yesterday, that you've got to be committed to that change, and what are you refusing to quit on? So Lynn, what's our take action for you today?
Well, I'm going to give people 4 things they need to face their finances. And you figure out where you are in all of these things as we talk about facing. And then the F of faith, we're talking about your financial psychology or your money mindset. The A in face is accountability. The C is consistency. And the E is to educate yourself. So when we talk about your facing this, let's take the F. The financial psychology. What is your money mindset? What are some of those barriers that you may have, right, in regards to your money? What are some of those things that you were taught as a child that you continue to carry over with you in your day-to-day discussions or your day-to-day beliefs?
Right.
For example, I saw this post on Facebook just yesterday, and it was a picture of a car. And you know how when you were a kid, your mom told you, don't turn that car light on in the car when you're driving. That's against the law, right? Right. And that's in no law book anywhere that I can find. But it's the same thing that we continue to tell. That's a belief, right, that I carried from my family, and I'm sure from my parents, and I'm sure she got it from her parents, that now I passed on to my child. And I said, wait a minute, where is that in any law book anywhere? So when we think about our psychology, what are those beliefs and things that we have about money that we need to get rid of, right? Because we know that even in the Bible, it talks money answereth all things, right?
Yeah.
So, and we have a different take on this, and we don't simply apply that. And I don't mean to get biblical in this moment, but if you really want to find some applicable strategies and best practices around your money, go to the Bible, because there are tons of scripture in regards to your money and your finances. I digress. So let me continue on. So after we have this money mindset in place, get rid of all your money blocks, is what we call them. Get rid of all the things that block you from moving to the next level, and making sure that you're building generational wealth for your family. The next stage is to the A. When you face your finances, the A is accountability. You need to be accountable to yourself. No one is making us get up every morning and go to a job. We know we have to be there. We make sure we clock in on time. We don't need an accountability partner for that. But when it comes to our finances, it seems to be such a trivial, so much different, such a heartache for us to be able to, make sure that we have what we need in all cases. Make sure that we're able to ensure that we're only spending on the things that we know we have, that we can afford. And I hate to be that person, but somebody needs to tell it to you, right? You need to be accountable
early in the morning.
Not saying that you need to live below your means, because that is a trick of the enemy, because God said that we are meant to have an abundant life. And abundance is what I'm speaking to you about. But we have to be accountable. We have to be good stewards with what he's giving us, and so that we will be able to acquire more. And there I go. I'm preaching again. Let me leave that alone, right? This is not the Preaching Morning Show. This is the Fearless Morning Show, where you get those action steps. So you take those steps. You need your financial psychology. Get that in order. Get your money mindset right. Accountability. Make sure that you get with someone that's going to help you. Not everyone is for you. Not everyone is going to be in your corner, and not everyone is going to be able to go with you. But you definitely need an accountability partner who is going to help move you to that next level. And then the C, of course, in facing your finances is consistency, right? Consistency is doing this day in and day out, week in and week out, month in, month out, year in and year out. Are you being consistent with your practices to ensure that you are building generational wealth for your family, and not just for your children, but for your children's children? See, this is an area that we tend to fail in, as our culture has not lent itself to this opportunity around thinking about building generational wealth. And another thing that we also have problem with is and I'm sorry guys, but we're dealing with this ourselves in this moment.
Right.
Life insurance. And I've said this before. We talked about this life insurance issue. And a lot of us, we won't even get life insurance because we say they're not going to get rich off of me, right?
Right.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to leave that behind so they can do X, Y, and Z, guys. But that's a completely different mindset that you need to be had. That's that crabs in the bucket mentality that we really just need to cut it. So in looking at that, let me go back. Let me help you out again. Financial psychology. This is how we face it. Your financial psychology. You need to have the correct money mindset. The A is accountability. You need to find you somebody that is going to help you to get to the next level.
Yes.
Get away from those people with that stinking thinking that you currently hanging around, and find you somebody
that's
who's
right.
going where you would like to go. The next one, C, is consistency. Just make sure that you continue to do this. Develop the habit, develop the best practices so that you can continue to grow in your finances. And then the E is to educate yourself. And this is one of the easiest things that we can do. When we talk about facing our finances, when we talk about taking action, we can go in and now educate ourselves, whether that's reading a book, finding a book on some of those things that you wish to learn more about. You don't know about investing. Find a book. There are tons of books out there. If you don't like to read, find a video. It's on YouTube.
YouTube is your friend.
Exactly. So many things that you can now do that can help to take you to the next level. So figure those things out. Figure out what it is that you need to get to the next level. Then when you've done all the reading and what video watching that you can do and you still need to help, then find you somebody that's now going to be able to help you to move to that next level. Get with the right groups of people. Find you a network of people, because your network is equivalent to your net worth. Make sure you find a group of people who are already doing what you say you would like to do, so that you can now take your finances to the next level. So make sure you guys go in and face it, just like the little girl did. JoJo was talking about her facing the fearless girl, facing the bull on Wall Street. Yeah. You can go look that up too. But make sure you face your finances so that you can take this opportunity to now build generational wealth, for not for your children, but also for your children's children.
That's right.
Thank you so much, JoJo.
Oh, you're welcome. That's that's okay. Lynn.
Over on time again.
Yes, but that's okay. Lynn loves to talk about finances, and I think it's because I know it's because she is so passionate about sharing her information and teaching all of us our next steps of things we need to do. And this is just not something she has read. This is something that she has done herself, is still doing. And, I think it's in our heart of hearts, we all want everybody to succeed and have all at least for me, and I know for Lynn, we want everybody to have all the information that they possibly can to make the best decision in life and to go forward, because surely You don't want to stay where you are. You just don't. So the one bull that I'm going to ask you to stare down today is your friends and family. So I'm going to start with something big today. Yesterday I started with something small. Today I'm going to start with something big. So when I was coming out of my, well, no, I can't even say that. Some years ago, I want to say about 4 years ago, I went through this process. I had to stare down friends and family, because as in the quote, I had to stop focusing on things that did not matter, or I was wanting them to succeed, but they just didn't matter anymore. And it went both ways. I wanted it to matter, and it didn't matter to the other person. So I had to face my family and friends and evaluate those relationships. That was one of the hardest things I ever had to do in life, was to face my friends and family about our relationship. It took me a long time. Like, I could not walk up to the person and say, hey, I don't think this relationship is going to work out. However, I withdrew myself from the situation. I took time away from me, for me, so that I could evaluate what I wanted. And in that getting away time, that allowed me to evaluate my friendships, evaluate my family relationships, and what I wanted. Because we get caught up in thinking we have to accept what people give us. We can accept whatever we want. If somebody is treating you a certain way, be it friends or family, you do not have to accept that. And I posted this on Instagram maybe last week, and I'll post it again today. And it's a picture of a toolkit. And it says, people will have to adjust to you. They don't have a choice if they want to be in your life. And when I tell y'all, once I figured that part out, it was over. I was like, what? Because because before I was accepting their standards as opposed to them accepting mine. I was always listening myself, so to make them feel comfortable. And once I figured out I didn't have to do that, and that they had to meet my standards, everything changed. And you can do the same. And it's not to say that you have to be arrogant. You have to be careless with your words. It's just to say you can have that quiet strength, that this is how you need to be with me. This is how you need to approach me. And you can you don't even have to give up the relationship. You can redefine the relationship. Because in most cases, that's what I did. Once I told them my standards, or I showed them my standards, they reevaluated and the relationship changed. It became a better friendship than what it was, or a better family relationship than what it was in the beginning. So
JoJo,
you can set those standards. Yes.
can I stop you real quick? Because you just hit home a point that I think we need to just go back to really quickly. When you tell somebody, when you set those expectations, they have no choice but to live up to the expectation that you set. So that's how you get an opportunity to actually clean up, if you will, right?
Yeah, that's
clean up
right.
your friends list. Let's use the Facebook terminology. Let's clean up the friends list, because you have to set those expectations. I think that is huge. That you have shared there. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. You have to set those expectations. Once you set them, I promise it will change your life, and then you'll find it easier to set them. And this is the amazing thing. When people come at you crazy, they will automatically adjust themselves. I've seen it happen without me ever saying a word, where they automatically adjust themselves and change their conversation, change their approach, and they come at you at the way that they know it is acceptable to you. I promise you, it can be done. So today, that's my Take Action Tuesday. I want you to stare that down. What's your friends and family relationship that you need to evaluate and set standards for them to come and address you the way you want to be addressed, as opposed to you accepting it and living how they want you to live. All right, guys, that's it for the Fearless Morning Show. We gave you some great tips. Lynn talked about that. Face in your financial life, face your accountability, and get you in that accountability partner, I think, is the absolute biggest one. And being consistent, those two are the biggest ones. And I'm just encouraging you to face your friends and family today and reevaluate those relationships. And one more time, that quote, and I will pin it: on our thing. Our greatest fear should not be failure, but succeeding at things in life that do not matter. So think about that today, guys. Again, if you have any, if you'd like to be featured in our Fearless Morning Show moment, just send me or Lynn a message. You can find Lynn at on Facebook at online at Demons Enterprise. On Facebook is, and Instagram and Twitter is Demons Speaks, right, Lynn?
Right, Demons Speaks, Instagram and Twitter. On Facebook, it's Demons Enterprise, and demonsenterprise.com is the website.
Okay. And you can find me at bafearless.com. Of course, I'm here on Facebook. All my social media is my first name, Jan Mitra. There is only one of me. So if you search for me, you will find me. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow morning at 7:15 for the Fearless Morning Show. And tomorrow is Hump Day. So we will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.
All righty.
Bye.